Alright, well, thought I'd do an unboxing of my first time ever ordering fish off the internet, having fish shipped to the house. I went with liveaquaria.com, which is part of the Dr. Foster and Smith, who, I don't know, back in the day they were somebody else too. I can't remember now, but they were like the first, well, maybe not the first, but they were one of the big mail order catalog companies for tropical fish keeping back in the day. And they just expanded to, you know, doing live fish, doing something a little different. I haven't kept any goldfish since probably 1974, and I just recently started keeping some. And locally I had trouble sourcing out, you know, kind of the ones I wanted, so they had them for offer on their website, so I thought I'd give them a try. I placed the order, I think it was Saturday evening, so I knew nothing would happen, you know, over the weekend. I got a shipping notice yesterday, and here it is, I don't know, 10 o'clock Tuesday, and I've got my fish, which I thought was pretty cool. So let's open this up, and man, come a long way in this hobby. These things left Long Beach, California yesterday, and they're sitting here in my den today. It's pretty cool. I like this box. The styrofoam box it's in. I think this is a care guide on how to and of course their advertising. I'm keeping this styrofoam box. It's a nice little cooler. I'm gonna get rid of the razor blade. Oh, they got the bags with the where you can't see through. But, yep, there's 4. I think I got 4 of these. 4 or 5. I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 5. Some 5 red and white chabunkins. I don't know, camera. Pick them up. One's got a little back on him. Black is a transitional color in goldfish. I think that one's going to be nice. Alright. Bags are held up well. They use the metal machine, so these bags aren't quite as tight. Wow, when they said small, these are small. Give them some color enhancers. Anyways, I think these are just regular calico fantails, just normal, everyday fantails. Everybody's alive. I think I ordered 6 of these. Oh, I guess I should put this on camera where you guys can see, but yeah, everybody seems to be alive. Oh yeah. I don't know if that bag is leaking for sure or not. I think just water that was up in this part. These guys are alive and looking good. These are calico ryukins. Alright, definitely happy. So, I was curious because goldfish can have a lot of variation. Oh, they had a heat pack in there. It's a different kind of heat pack, and I got it in an envelope. So yes, they did ship it with one. It is getting a little cold. It's the beginning of November here, and it's getting a little cold, so they went ahead and put a heat pack in there. Dump these packing peanuts. I used to go to club auctions and, you know, stuff like that, tropical fish club auctions. It's a nice little cooler to have. You just buy a couple little things. I like that. I'm going to keep that. So, I'm going to pause this video for now. We'll get these guys floating and get them released into one of these two tanks up here. One of these two. And get a good look at them. And see, I'll give you an idea of what I think their quality are, although I'm no expert by any means. Alright, well, they've had some time to float a little bit. We'll take a look and see what kind of quality we got going on here. Sorry the lighting in this room, this is just my den. This ain't my fish room or anything like that. In fact, I'm still working on getting my fish room set back up and running since I bought this house. But let's let's check and see what we got going on here. These bags are pretty thick. Oh, and they're double bagged. Yeah, it's temperature's close enough. These are just the small fantail calico. Sure, there's nothing else in here. I used what they call the plop and drop method. I never let shipping water, no matter where it comes from, never let shipping water get in your tank. I like that guy, he's got nice long fins. They are small, they're about the same size as I got some bronze Corys, some Corydoras catfish in here as well. Well, they got nice wide fins. That guy's really showing a good body shape. So get these guys on a good diet and then some good clean water, and that one's kind of derpy looking. The thing about calico goldfish in general, I mean any of the varieties, they're so variant that I really truly wanted to be able to go and physically see the fish before I bought them. But locally, trying to find some halfway decent goldfish was getting to be a pretty big challenge. So my cheapest option, without going with the specialty, you know, there are some places that sell fancy goldfish, but they're show quality fancy goldfish, and they can get pretty doggone expensive, and I really didn't want to go quite that much money. Even though going through Live Aquaria was cheaper, I still wound up. This is $130 worth of goldfish. So let's see what we got going on here. Don't drop the net in the bucket. These are the red and white Ryukins. These guys will be happy to be in some cleaner water. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm definitely happy with these guys. They looked a little bit orange in the bag, and they're definitely a lot brighter. You can definitely tell. That guy's going to be spectacular. That guy, oh, he's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get some weight on that guy and get him growing. I really like in the red and white Ryukins when they're predominantly white, but then they have the red on the pectoral fins and a little bit around the face, especially around the eyes. Definitely happy. I think that guy right there, I'll zoom in on him, but I think that guy right there has made this whole shipment for me. I'm very happy. That's exactly what I was looking for in a red and white Ryukin. Hopefully in a year or two I can get these guys breeding. There's two of them that have a little bit of black on them, but black can kind of come and go, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, both these guys are definitely what I was looking for in a red and white. And last but not least, by process of elimination, these are the calico Ryukins. A little bigger than the red and whites were. A little stubbier, and you know, I see a lot of the Ryukins with the smaller tails, and it seems to be what they're going for as a breed or as a variety, but I got to admit, I honestly like longer fins. But these guys look great. That guy's got shorter tail fins than I would like, but I mean, that's what the variety is, I guess. The red and whites have definitely, this guy's got the longer tail, so I'm definitely pleased. If I can get these guys breeding, then I can just pick out the ones I like with the longer tails and sell off the rest that way. Eventually these will be separated out by sex, once I can actually accurately tell the sex. And they'll all eventually wind up in their own tanks, and I've never bred goldfish before. I've bred almost every type of cichlid, live bearers, egg scatterers, but I've never bred goldfish, so it's definitely something I wanted to try. So yeah, we'll get some close-up footage of these guys and show you what I got. But overall, I have to say I'm pretty happy.
Well, let's do now the bad. You know, when I first got these fish, I just looked at them pretty quick, and I was really hoping for the best. I was excited, and I understand how things happen. Sometimes you just don't see everything, you know. This was the first fish, unfortunately, to pass away. He passed away 48 hours after this video was taken. I have no clue what was going on with this fish, but all his fins were spread out and he never really used them. You can see he's not using his pectoral fins. You can also see there's either a fluke or a fish lice on his fin. You know, that's not really that big of a deal. You can see the dark on his fins. That's from the ammonia that was in the bag. I really wish they wouldn't have put 5 of these in one bag. Man, when I opened it up, you could smell the ammonia a mile away. It was bad. But yeah, this fish, I don't know exactly what caused this, but he never did recover function of his pectoral fins, and he passed away, like I said, about 48 hours later. And yeah, you know, not everything was perfect on this order, so I thought I'd show the bad as well as the good. So here's the very first issue. Then I had some issues with some malformed fins and anchor worm and a bunch of other stuff, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll give a final grade at the end of the video and tell you what I think totally. Alright, well, here's a little more of the fish. This is actually my favorite out of the red and whites. Again, it's pet store quality. This is not a show quality fish. For some reason, he's got a 2-stepped back to him that he shouldn't have. I don't know if he's just malnourished or if he's going to keep that shape. But all in all, he came in healthy. You know, minor issues. He might have a little case of ick going on, but nothing I can't fix. But all in all, this was kind of what I was hoping for a red and white. But I will say this, probably with a lot of other fish, like say for example tiger barbs, or you know, any type of fish like that, there's not a whole lot of variation in them, so buying them sight unseen is probably not a bad thing. But I think when it comes to goldfish, given how varied they are, and how important body shape is, and color expression, and everything else, I don't think I'll ever do this again. And as far as buying a goldfish that I don't know what it looks like before I buy it. Now granted, I wasn't paying show quality fish price. This fish has given me issues, but he's since cleared up. That dark on his body is from the ammonia in the bag. He's since cleared up, and his stomach's back to being nice, bright, and shiny white. He's given me some other issues along the way. I've got him separated. I just got to keep an eye on him, but he should make a full recovery. All in all, though, he turned out to be a pretty good looking fish after the fact, about a week later. This was my favorite of the calico Ryukins, but again, definitely not a show quality fish. But I mean, this was actually kind of what I was looking for. You know, I actually like a little more tail on my goldfish, even though that doesn't seem to be a trend. Then this guy, he's probably got a better, what they would say a better shape is, but then you can see the giant anchor worm attached below his dorsal fin there. It is since gone, and like I said, this is a few weeks later now that I've actually taken a look at my fish. He's made a full recovery. This one, you can see the deformed tail. I really like the color on this fish, and he's really brightened up since then. It's just that doggone deformed tail. So he's going to be rehomed. Hopefully somebody will want him. I mean, I could see how somebody missed it. I didn't see it right away until I started actually looking at the fish closer. So yeah, it is what it is. And you can see this is a example out of the 6 fantail golds I got. One of them came in with a pretty bad deformed tail, kind of like the one you just saw. This is an example of what they were. So 5 out of the 6 came in okay. So you really can't expect much. I mean, they're little, and they were pretty doggone cheap. So all in all, I'm happy, I guess. Alright, well, here's the experience overall. The ordering aspect of it was fantastic. The ease of the website was great. You clicked on what you wanted, you put in how many you want, and boom, you put in your credit card, you're done. Shipping was fantastic. Come Monday, I got a notification that my fish were being packaged and will be here at 10 a.m. Tuesday. And sure enough, here they were. 10 a.m. Tuesday, they were at my door. So all of that, plus I ordered enough to get free shipping. They have, if you order any orders over $100, I think it was, you get free shipping. Which, when you're buying fish, $100 is pretty easy to do. So it's nice to get, you know, the free shipping aspect of it was definitely nice. So all of that, A+. The health of the fish, this is where things start getting a little iffy. I truly wish, given the size of the red and white Ryukins and the size of the bag, I think putting 5 of them in a bag even overnight was a bad idea. It reeked of ammonia, and the fish showed obvious signs of ammonia poisoning, so that wasn't very good. The fish also came in with parasites, and not just ick, you know, not just, you know, they came in loaded. But I get it, they're goldfish, they were probably in ponds or really large holding facilities. I get it. I also had some issues with deformed fins. You know, I get it as well. I didn't even notice them right away, but I think if you're, you know, marketing to an end consumer, I would think you'd take a little more time to observe the fish, you know, before you put them in a bag while they're still in a specimen container. Maybe that's a good idea. So all of that, I'm gonna have to give them, you know, a lot lower grade. Yeah, just getting deformed fish kind of really turned me off. All in all, I think if I was ever going to order again, I'd order something that, you know, some barbs, you know, tetras, rasboras, things like that, things that don't have a lot of variation. I think using liveaquaria.com is probably a really good thing. But when it comes to the variation of goldfish and, you know, the standards that they require, I don't think I'll ever do the goldfish again. That's definitely a fish I'm going to buy where I see the fish that I'm buying before I do. So there you have it. I think if you're getting regular tropical fish, you know, the standard stuff, I think going through live aquarium might be a good thing. Talk to you all later. Bye.